What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Day 2 Blitz plan of attack. What to do. Day 1 of Blitz was pretty successful. You can tell by the coin total we made some pretty significant investments. And by the way, this is going to be a fast-paced moving video. However, it is a little long because I thought these videos were going to be more around the 10-minute mark, basically day to day, but they're going to be a little bit longer today because, well, I need to keep you informed on everything that's going on inside my head. I want to keep you guys up to date basically with everything. By the way, the structure of this video is we're going to go through kind of day 1, how our investments did, and then we're going to move on to day 2. However, day 1, really today, the 24-hour limited solos are still going to be a thing. And if you thought Daniel Jones wasn't in the solo challenges because they could kind of the script out of kind of the solo challenge graphic, he is actually still available to pull in that pack. My friend did happen to pull in tonight, so he still is in packs. And well, I was wrong yesterday. I actually thought that Nick Neiman was the only card you can buy for Blitz bids. However, Daniel Jones does quick sell for 3,000 of them. So actually, he is the best kind of ratio to buy if you want to just turn coins into Blitz bids. Daniel Jones is your best option, which gives actually much more of a demand to Daniel Jones than we originally thought yesterday. So he's still at about 170k. This is right basically after the 24-hour refresh. So he was a little cheap. Daniel Jones, I saw at one point, was in the mid 200,000. So if you pull Daniel Jones, actually, if you want to get the most coins for him, wait until midday and there's less Daniel Jones posted and try to sell him off in the mid 200,000 coin mark. So that's what to do really with Daniel Jones. For the limited time cards, how did we do with the limited time cards? Well, we picked up in total 4 Chris Jones and 7 Quentin Nelsons, but 2 of them are in my team. So I have 3 Chris Jones and 5 Quentin Nelsons basically as an investment. We picked up Chris Jones, as you can see, for about 330,000 coins, and the same goes with Quentin Nelson. If you were basically on at that 8 a.m. or 11 p.m. Eastern time mark, these cards were flooded on the market for really 300,000 coins. And well, now they're going for Chris Jones is 400k. Quentin Nelson is 360,000 coins. If you want to know when are we selling these cards, they're a little bit different. I don't actually think they have the ceiling we originally thought because there was just so many packs. There's not like normal limited time Thursday cards where there's a limited quantity of them. There's a lot of these cards. So but when is the time to sell? Pretty much, it's going to be either Sunday or Monday. I'm looking to get about 425, 450k for each of them. I know it's still a lot low, but you can't expect these cards to go up too much. Moving on into Tristan Wirfs. This was probably the best investment of the day. We basically told you at a target price of getting him under 50,000 coins. And well, right now, he's basically at 73, 74,000 coins. There's a couple up there for the high 60s. This was a smash investment. Really, a couple of things we kind of knew. Right tackle at 91 overall. He was really cheap. He was basically a training discard price. And well, right tackles are the most scarce O-lineman position. So if you have Tristan Wirfs, when to sell him, I don't really know exactly. I want to get 80,000 coins for Tristan Wirfs. He's about 75k right now, so I might wait until Saturday night, Sunday night to sell him off. But you can tell I picked up 35 of him. We made a lot of coins off of him. Moving on to the core elites. If you have Derwin James core elite, actually, well, his price fluctuated all day. Right now, this is the middle of the night. He's 15k, a little bit down. He was 17k when we made the video yesterday. There was at a point today where he got all the way up to 30,000 coins. On average, he was going in the low 20s. So we were kind of a little right when in terms of holding on to Derwin James. If you have Derwin James, however, you want to get rid of his core elite pretty much before tomorrow night, because once he goes out of the store, the demand to pick up Derwin James and power him up is just going to be less and less. So if you have Derwin James, make sure you sell him by tomorrow night. And in terms of other core elites, you might notice I don't have a lot of core elites in my binder, and it's really because the core elites kind of fluctuate up and down, and I happen to sell off them. You can notice by Patrick Ricard. Remember, I picked him up yesterday, I believe in the video, for 4,000 coins, and he's going for 8 to 9k right now, so I'm going to list him up for basically 100 coins under the lowest. Same with Bryce Callahan. We picked him in the video up yesterday for 2,000 coins. If you ever have core elites basically in your binder as investments, and well, Justin Jefferson, Trent Brown, and Dalvin Cook also went up, just randomly basically check their price, and if they're up in price, take the profit. I know it's not a lot, it's not a sexy profit. Dalvin Cook 5k to 10k, but you're doubling your coins. Take basically the given profit where there is just sell off a hype. So take the profit where you can with the core elite investments. Where now we finished kind of our investments. Day 1, we killed it in terms of investment. Tristan Wirfs, the limited time cards. Now there was a limited window to buy the limited time cards. It was pretty much a 30 to 45 minute window, but we were spot on basically on our timing of when to buy cards. Moving on to our Blitz players now. We actually have 5 players that expired today. The first one and the main one being Derwin James. Now Derwin James as an investment is a little bit different because pretty much when he first came out, he was about 60,000 coins, and his price kind of already has risen as a kind of low-key investment. He's about 75K. In terms of, do I love a Derwin James investment like I do Tristan Wirfs? And the answer is just no, just because the quantity of Derwin James basically on the block, you can tell there are a ton of Derwin James basically on the auction house. Unlike Tristan Wirfs, there was like 15 to 20 at a time. Derwin James, there's easily over 100. As I scroll down, there's easily 100 Derwin James. So kind of a price I'm setting to pick up Derwin James at is right under, I'd say, 70,000 coins or less. And I don't really think he shoot up super much just because there's so many Derwin James. Really, I think the peak he could get to is 90,000, 95,000, which is still a solid profit hour. He doesn't have kind of, you're spending 70K to make like 10, 15K, so it's not the greatest, but it is profit. Dante Fowler Jr., this is kind of taking the place of the Tristan Wirfs investment. Now, we will talk about Dante Fowler because his card, I wish he was a right end or left end. 90 speed is still really solid kind of as a speed overall as a pass rusher. However, again, like Derwin James, I don't like Dante Fowler as much as Tristan Wirfs just because he's not an offensive line. Offensive linemen are great investments because they're always needed on teams. Dante Fowler, not really a priority buy. I don't think Dante Fowler gets up to that 75K, 80K mark after he's out of packs. However, picking up Dante Fowler at under 50,000 coins, kind of that 47, 48K mark, he probably gets up to 65K once he's out of packs. And well, you're making 9 to 10K per card. So again, basically, I don't love Dante Fowler as much as Tristan Wirfs. However, I do like him as an investment in terms of, I bought 35 Tristan Wirfs. I'm probably going to buy 10 to 15 Dante Fowlers. That's basically my kind of rating on how good of an investment based by the quantity. I buy 10 to 15 Dante Fowlers instead of, basically I'm buying half the Dante Fowlers as I did Tristan Wirfs. And then Nate Hobbs is a low tier investment. He's a 92 overall cornerback. He's on the Raiders team. He's a little bit expensive right now at 40,000 coins. However, if you can pick him up for 30,000 coins, he is solid. And really, any of these kind of blitz cards that expire tomorrow night, they're solid investments. We didn't go over like the Kevin Pierre-Louis, but Kevin Pierre-Louis yesterday went from about 35, 40K. He's about at 50 to 55K. So all these cards are great to buy basically during the day. And then once they're out of packs, well, you can make a solid profit. And then Jamar Chase, we're kind of dipping into not necessarily day 3, but Jamar Chase does come out basically into the store tomorrow night at midnight. So 12 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As a card, he's a solid card. I wish they gave him 94 speed, so he does have 93 speed. His route running stats are decent, but I really feel like they kind of hold him in terms of speed. He could easily have given 94 speed. However, when is the time to actually buy Jamar Chase? Because we learned from Derwin James that the best time to buy Derwin James was right when he came out. They were spammed and flooded on the market. You could snipe him for 50,000 coins. He was easily obtainable basically at 60,000 coins. And yeah, of course, right now he is in the low 70s. So Jamar Chase, as basically a 2-day investment, the best time to pick up Jamar Chase for your team as an investment as well is going to be basically tomorrow night in the first like hour to hour and a half basically that he is in basically the Blitz store. So Jamar Chase, sorry, I hit my fucking, sorry, I'm not supposed to cuss anymore, but I hit my keyboard. Jamar Chase, we're picking him up at basically, I would try to get him at that Derwin James price of 60,000 coins. Really, 70,000 coins under for Jamar Chase is fine, but try to get him at that 60,000 coin mark because he's going to be flooded on the market. It shouldn't be too hard to get him as a snipe. So that is the price for Jamar Chase. So now moving on basically to the Blitz offers. What's in the store? Well, we have a Team of the Week offer that is expiring basically right now. The first huge offer is basically an 8 times Legend Fantasy Pack with an 8-time Platinum Players topper. Well, there's not really too much to go off of this pack. It comes out at 5 a.m. in the morning, so I'm not going to be up personally, not going to be up at 5 in the morning since I am West Coast time, but it's actually probably a really good offer in terms of just getting straight coins. There's a bundle offer basically in the first like week of Madden where you gave Platinum Players, and it was really good for getting just straight coins. So that is not a bad offer to basically buy with MUP points if you're going to swipe the credit card. However, the Blitz Bits offers, we have a Game Changer pack and then our Campus Hero 89 Plus pack for like 1,500. And this is going to get into our first investment of the day. And again, these investments are for Christmas time in Bow Nose because some of these cards I do believe can get some Bow Nose upgrades. So we're going to be talking about the 89 overall Campus Heroes. The target price for all these cards is going to be around 22K or under, and what we think these cards basically are due for Christmas upgrades like Reggie White, Javon Curse. These are really legends of the game. They don't deserve 89 overall cards. They deserve 95, 96 overall cards. So we're going to go through basically a couple of these Campus Heroes I think are going to be getting their secondary upgrade around the Christmas time. So Reggie White, Javon Curse are going to be the first two, both left ends. Try to pick them up under 22,000 coins. Of course, this actually bundle or pack is being released as well at 5 a.m. in the morning, so I don't know if I'm going to get up to do that, but hopefully these cards are a little cheaper basically throughout the day because of that pack in the store. Derek Thomas, this is one of the Bo Knows actually investments as well as a Ghost investment. Bo Jackson played basically against Derek Thomas his entire career, so I really think Bo Jackson is going to choose Derek Thomas for his Bo Knows Dream Team. But again, 22,000 coins for Derek Thomas. And then the last few cards are going to be not quarterback. I think I accidentally click on quarterback. But yeah, it's going to be free safety Brian Dawkins, although he is 35,000 coins right now. You should be able to pick him up for the low 20,000 marks. And well, we all know Brian Dawkins. He's going to get another card. Hopefully it's going to be during Christmas time. These cards, the 89 Campus Hero cards, basically came out at the very early stages of Madden. All these cards are due for secondary upgrades. However, we're not really going to focus on like Vince Young and Roy Williams because they aren't necessarily legends, but we're going to focus. Mel Renfro is probably on the cusp of getting a secondary card, but also I guess you could say John Hanna, but we're really going to target the legends like Reggie White, Derek Thomas, Brian Dawkins. So that is going to be the 89 overall Campus Hero investment. Moving on to the more of the Blitz offers down the day. I'm sorry, man. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We're really just getting a bunch of map packs in terms of the Blitz offers. Our Gridiron packs, like an Elite pack, Gridiron Guardians. There's not really too much investing into this. However, the big kind of juicer investment, or not juicer investment, the juicer pack, basically, the 92 overall Fire Fantasy pack was it yesterday. Today, it's a 1 hour kind of offer, and it is a 1 player from 392 overall full legend player as kind of a fantasy pack. So, if you're actually wanting to pick up legend players for your team, or maybe as a week-long investment, I'm not necessarily doing that, but if you want to pick up legend players for your team, the new legends, I think what's Craig James, I don't know if I got his name right, Daniel Craig, there's a college player named that, there's an NFL player named that, hopefully I got his name right, and then Luke Kuechly, of course. So if you want to pick up those new legends, 8 o'clock, again, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time is the best time to pick up those players in the first 5 to 10 minutes, pretty much when the bundle is out. However, we are going to be going through some legend investments that I like because, well, we get legend packs, probably a new kind of bundle in the store altogether, as well as there's a legend kind of Blitz offers throughout the day. So again, like the 89 Campus Heroes, these investments are basically legends that I think are due for a second card around Christmas time. So we're going to be going through a couple of 89, 90, and 91 legends, Darrell Revis being the first one, Michael Strahan being the second one. These cards, I think personally, are all due for upgrades at the right outside linebacker position, DeMarcus Ware. Again, most of these cards are the first legends that came out, but they're just due for cards. We've seen Brandon Marshall, we've seen Ed Reed get second upgrades. I think these cards really are it's Madden, they're gonna duplicate their legends. LT, so it'd be a really cool ghost card. LT, he'd be a really good running back, high speed when he came out at an 89 overall. If he were to get to a 95, 96, he would be quite a good card. And now I believe we are gonna switch into the 90, 91. Oh no, one last 89 overall. Bruce Matthews. For the 89 overalls, I would target a price of them at around the low 20s, like the Campus Heroes. So 21, 22,000 coins. For the 91s, there are a couple. Jerry Rice, I mean, we all know Jerry Rice. I would target him, by the way, low 60s. He's a 91 overall, so low 60s is the target price for him, and as well the 91 overalls that we're also going to talk about. But Jerry Rice, we all know he will be the best receiver in the game when he gets a second card as well. He's part of the best theme teams in the game, which are Seahawks, Raiders, and Niners. So whenever he gets a card, his core legend is going to skyrocket in price. Mike Haynes as well, a part of that Raiders theme team. Same with Jerry Rice. Target him in the low 60s as an investment. Now you have to understand with these investments, you probably don't want to do these if you don't have a lot of coins. You probably need $1 mil, $2 mil plus, because we're basically buying these cards, we're throwing them in our binder, and they're going to sit there for a couple weeks until hopefully they get Christmas upgrades. And then Kevin Green, if you watch our Bo Knows investment video, Kevin Green went to the alma mater, Auburn University, that Bo Jackson went to. So I think Bo Jackson has a good chance of choosing Kevin Green at his basically dream team for the Bo Knows content. And now this is kind of the extended part I didn't think actually was going to happen for day 2, but we're going to talk about a new investment, and it's going to go back into the Blitz Players. And well, basically, if these cards were new core elites like Dante Fowler, Nate Hobbs, they got their first iteration of a power-up in the game. And we're actually going to go take a look at the power-ups for the cards that have already come out, like Tavon Austin, like Kevin Pierre-Louis, because, well, you're going to see their power-ups go for a ridiculous price. And we have cards basically coming out over the next 2 to 3 days. And, well, their power-ups are quite cheap right now, and I think they're going to be a great investment, like Jamar Chase, like Jonnu Smith, like Jalen Hurts. And you can see Tavon Austin's Power Up. This card actually went for 100K right when Tavon Austin was released into the store. Right now, it's going for 67K. The actual card, the 90 overall Tavon Austin, only goes for 50,000 coins. So the Power Up goes for more than the card itself, and that's just because these cards were just released in the packs Thursday night. So there's really a scarce quantity of them. Kevin Pierre-Louis, he's not that great of a 90 overall card. His Power Up goes for about 50,000 coins. And then Derwin James, a Power Up that's been in the game the entire year, is already going for 35,000 coins. And well, we can kind of lead into what this means. You guys probably understand this. Ja'Marr Chase Power Up, he is about the low 30s, 32, 35,000 coins. I think Ja'Marr Chase as well, there's only about 20 of them on the market. You actually see me buy this one for 33,000 coins. I have invested a lot into the Ja'Marr Chase Power. By the way, shout out to Hitstick. He was basically the initiator, and he basically sparked this idea. And I'm like, damn, this is a great idea personally. Ja'Marr Chase, I think his Power Up, his card is going to go for the same price as Derwin James. Ja'Marr Chase's Power Up, I believe, is going to be easily above 50, above 60K. So for a target price for this Ja'Marr Chase Power Up, I would try to get him under 40,000 coins. Jonnu Smith, his card is actually a really good card. It will be coming out tomorrow night. It's a 91 speed, 91 overall tight end. So he will pretty much be any person's budget tight end on their team. And for a target price for his Power Up, 15,000 coins or under. We saw what Kevin Pierre-Louis as a Power Up can go from. Basically, he was probably going for around this 15K mark, and well, he's going for 40,000 coins. Tavon Austin is going for 65,000 coins. Do we really think Jonnu Smith, a top 5 tight end in the game, is not going to basically stay at 15,000 coins? I think Jonnu Smith Power Up go to easily above 30,000 coins. Ja'Marr Chase's Power Up, I don't want to get your guys' hopes up, but it could easily be above 70, above 80,000 coins. And then the last couple ones we're kind of going to glance over. Jalen Hurts, I would try to pick his Power Up at about that 25,000 coin mark and under. He's going for a little bit above that at 30,000 coins. Byron Murphy is a weird one because he has an 87 overall team of the week. However, his Power Up is so damn cheap at about 6,000 to 7,000 coins. I think picking up Byron Murphy's Power Up at under 10,000 coins, and then I don't want to have basically cancel culture basically put me on a poster, so I'm just gonna call him Perry N. He's going to be a 93 overall, 90 overall, 93 speed, 90 overall corner. I'd pick him up just like Jonnu Smith at under that 15,000 coin mark. And well, we saw Kevin Pierre-Louis, we saw what Tavon Austin, their Power-Ups have skyrocketed in price because their cards are easily obtainable. So if you want to power them up, a lot of these cards are skill positions, and most people power up their skill positions like Ja'Marr Chase. They're going to need their Power Up, and well, their Power-Ups are going to basically become obsolete on the market. You see, I have about 15 Ja'Marr Chases, 15 Jonnu Smiths, a couple Byron Murphys, but that is going to be the Power-Up investing. Dante Fowler, Nate Hobbs, these cards, by the way, the Dante Fowler Power-Up, I believe, is about 40 to 50,000 coins. It's super expensive too, but now we're going to get into the final segment of this video, and this is all going to be about what to use your Blitz bits on, and I have a strict kind of, I think you should really there's only one way you can use these blitz for. However, the one way you should not use them for is your players, because, well, if you want these players, just spend the coins on them. You should not be using a currency that pretty much is really rare, especially for no money spent players. If you want these cards, just go buy them with your coins. However, the easiest way that I think you should be using your blitz bits on, and I've actually already bought the 89-90 Power Pass, it's going to be the Power Passes because, well, you can't buy these on the auction house. So I also do think pulling packs is actually better than basically buying players. Again, if you want players, just go buy them on the markets. However, I think the Power Passes may not be the best selection right now. Like, you might not basically have a use for them. However, months down the line, I think the best example for this is Darren Waller. When Darren Waller gets an upgrade, his limited time card, his Redux, that card is going to go from about 150,000 coins to probably 300, 400,000 coins. And well, if you have this 92 overall, 91 to 92 Power Pass, you're going to basically bypass his 91 overall version, saving you a ton of coins. They aren't a lot. They don't cost a lot of Blitz bits. 2,000 training for the one that's out right now. 4,000 training for the one that comes out in a couple of days. But that is going to wrap up. I know, a little bit of a long video for Blitz Day 2. However, this is pretty much a coin-making dream, basically, this weekend. There are so many ways, so many easy, cheap investments you can do to make coins. But that is going to wrap up Day 2 of Blitz. You're going to be watching this video. It's going to go live 5 a.m. in the morning, so I'm not going to be up when this video gets basically posted onto YouTube. However, you guys will be watching, so I might not answer a couple of comments until 9-10 o'clock West Coast time. Sorry about that. However, that is going to wrap up Blitz Day 2. So, comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, join the Discord, free to join, especially during Blitz. We're in there basically all day, especially at night when basically all the craziness goes down, when the new basically store offers get revealed. So make sure you join the Discord. It's free to join. And until tomorrow, by the way, no money spent is either going to be coming out Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. I'm targeting more of Sunday afternoon just because I could edit the video tomorrow night and upload it Sunday afternoon. So that is going to be all for Blitz Day 2. Until next time, peace.